Me monta en la ruta.
Dímelo, yo.
Par de gatilleros y huele a gran puta.
What's up, guys? Welcome to SLED Podcast, and today it's 4 of us, finally. So again, we would like to thank you so much for helping us reach the 1,000 followers mark. We're way above it now. Well, not way above it, but we're at like 1,055, I think. But that's not the point. The point is what you guys don't realize what goes behind the scenes. It's so fucking hard to set up your mics for the audio to work well for you. Jakas will be the witness to that. Yeah.
It can be tough. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
Holy crap. Yeah, we can actually now. More than okay. Now you're like right here. Right here.
That's too much.
All right. I thought today maybe screw the news. FOMC meeting happened. I didn't even look at it. I don't give a fuck. I don't know about you guys. If you look at steady, they kept the interest rates. Okay. That's what they said. 99%. There's like some kind of survey or whatever where people can tell you what they think is going to happen, and everyone said it's just going to stay the same. However, what I did want to talk today about is just the nature of cycles, because everybody's always talking about cycles, bull market cycles or whatever. And everybody looks at cycles just in a very mathematical kind of way, or in a way that it's very apparent. Like we're forgetting the nature of cycles. We're forgetting where the cycles come from. I'll just give you a simple example. For example, you can observe this on your own. Let's say it rains outside, right? It rains, it stops raining, the worms come out. When the worms come out, the birds come and grab the worms. It's a natural cycle. If you could forget about futures, and if there's a booking agent to place your money based on that, everybody would be a millionaire, right? Because we can observe that natural cycle. We're forgetting that it all comes from nature. And this is why I love trading WD Gann, because he really put a thought into the cyclic nature of everything. It goes much deeper beyond that. And another good example would be, we all know that the sun comes up, the sun goes down at particular times. This is why we've been able to make calendars. That's why we know how many days are in a year. And just simply, and we keep looking at these oscillators and sine waves, and we want them to be so precise, but that's not how it works. There's lots of study that goes into it. I'll give you another crazy example of a cycle that's not so apparent. For example, you can even cycle French history, and I don't know how it connects, but you can maybe after I tell you this example, you can look at the history of Russia, the history of the States, and it's pretty crazy what you can do with it. So, for example, I don't know if you guys know about who, I think his name was Luke, but this French dude he died in 1794. His last name was Robespierre. You guys know who that is?
No.
Very important figure,
No.
like a French lawyer. Anyways, he died in 1794. So if you add 1 plus 7 plus 9 plus 4, which is each number of the dead, it's equals to 21. So if you add his date of death, 1794 plus 21, which is the first number of his date of birth, it results in fall of Napoleon in 1815. 1794 plus 21 is 1815. Which is crazy. Then, if you take 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 5, which is the year of Napoleon's death, equals 15, and you add that to the year of his death, it results in the fall of Charles X in 1830. It's like, what? How is that? You can represent it in a sine wave too, which is a completely different cycle. And how the hell is that so accurate to French history? These are all very important figures. And this also can be put under a sine wave of a cycle. So W.D. Gann, he found a way, at least maybe not completely, but he realized that, and he understands how history works, and he can predict the future events, and he embedded it into his basically analysis of markets. And this is what I love doing. This is how I trade. I know not everybody here trades this way or even knows about the stuff as much as I'm into it. But cycles fascinate me, and it's just pretty freaking crazy.
Yeah, cycles are
I
really
know.
cool. By the way, I've got TikTok streaming live over here on my side. So if comments come in, I'm going to have to read them to you since we're not connected to our studio yet.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully, we can figure that out pretty soon here, and that way we can have more comments and more engagement here. But I want to read another cool quote by WD again. He said, "The time is more important than price. When time is up, price will reverse." And as you guys well know, when we show you these pivot points on our charts, most of the move happens when the time runs out. And W. again also said this: time is most important factor in determining market movements, and by studying past price records, you will be able to prove to yourself history does repeat. And by knowing the past, you can tell the future. There is a definite relation between price and time. By studying time cycles and time periods, you will learn why market tops and bottoms are found at certain times, and why resistance levels are so strong at certain times, and prices hold around them. The most money is made when fast moves and extreme fluctuations occur at the end of cycles. This is why I love to trade pivot point 9 to 10, 10 to 1, because that's always the beginning of a new cycle. And I just want to show you guys um, a chart here and show you how precise this time stuff is. So if we take a look right here, when my stuff is lagging, if we take a look at a 32-minute chart, oops, sorry, it was 128. Yep. 7. So when we were on pivot point 7, so 11, 22, 45, 89 all represents Gann times. So if we look at 11, so when the price chart wasn't even formed, the price, let's say we just informed the pivot point. If we placed our time marker exactly on 11, it would tell you exactly when a low would form. You put it on 22, a high has formed. You put it on 45, a low has formed with a bounce to 5. You put it at 50% time, and we got a perfect low formed. That's just fascinating. And this is what WD Gann was into. And this is how we're able to predict times. Look at this. We hit square of 29, and we form this major move up. Which, by the way, did you guys take any trades lately?
Scalped a bit.
Not me.
You were taking it easy?
No, some trades.
Crypto G, your mic is complete shit, bro. Either don't mumble or like fix it.
Crypto G the Mumbler. No, I haven't taken any trades in a couple days. I'm waiting for the next pivot point.
Yeah, me too.
What about
So,
now? Is it better? No.
kinda, I guess. You sound like you're in the bathroom or on the moon. I don't know what's going on with it.
So what's our forecast
Crypto
right
G,
now? What are we looking at here on Bitcoin?
so what we're looking at here is so the end of cycle is coming on 128. We need to form a 9, and then 9 to 10 has to, at most of the times, has to come in before the cycle ends. We got 4 days around there until the cycle ends. So I think if this is, I think that this is still a 7. Or sorry, this is an 8. And we're hitting a third arc right now, and it's giving us a resistance as it should, because as you all know, the third arc is our primary main target. If we break arc 3, it goes to arc 5. And our arc 5 is just a little bit over, a little bit under the all-time high. So what we're looking for right now, I'm not 100% sure. I need this chart to develop a bit more to understand if we're going up or this is just a momentum, some kind of fake out momentum to catch the liquidity of all the shorts that started coming in because people got scared. Because in my opinion, we still have a lot of time for pivot point 5 to make a pivot point 5 to 6, and we broke arc 3, and as we all know, and then we kind of bounced at arc 4, which is statistically improbable that this is a turning point. We haven't maxed out the move, and we still have quite a bit of time to 100% time. We still have another day to go, and we're kind of forming this resistance at arc 2, which is normal for arc 2. So we need to hit our arc 5 because we did break arc 3. Sorry about my chart. My internet is really slow here. It should reappear pretty soon. So it will all make sense in a second what my thoughts are. I'm kind of getting to the point. Come on. Come on.
So once you break arc 3, you've got a pretty high percentage of hitting arc 5, and that's going to be your next target.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we'll take a look at the 248 as well here in an instant if these charts load. But right now, I'll show you a 32-minute chart when it loads. And we're kind of above double arc 4. So the target was, as far as I remember, so if you look at a 32 here, we broke R4 and we need to get to arc 5. And our arc 5 target is 69, around 69.38, $69,038. What I will be looking at is I want this target to hit, and then this will kind of max out. This will fall within arc 3, arc 3 here, and we should technically turn around and go back. We still have some time to develop, but technically we need to basically reverse on a 128, form pivot point 9, and go from 9 to 10 and keep going down because our target is still around 59,000 on a higher time frame. Same as and on 248, this is what's kind of confusing. We did hit arc 5 on a 9, but this 9, that's the only thing that's kind of confusing me. This 9 is a little bit too early. So if we let the market cycle develop for another 5 days, and if we actually start making turning points on lower time frames, then we're all good, and we did set our high already, and we're going to be going for a downturn. But if this 9 is early, because we still have, like I said, anywhere from 5 to 14 days, then we might form a higher 9 and then a reversal 9 to 10, which is going to be a pivot down. So, guys, when I'm not sure about the trade, technically you should still be in that short. You should have taken most of the profits, like I said in previous live. I have about 35% left in the position. But if you're not in any positions right now, GAN is not going to help you unless you do 2 minute and 8 minute. I would rather switch the strategy a little bit, and this is when I say you got to be a well-rounded trader. I would actually switch away from GAN charts right now for a shorter term, and if you still have that itch to trade, I would switch to smart money concepts, or I would switch to market trends and basic levels to make some kind of trades in between before bigger picture presents itself. Because we and we shouldn't have left any positions yet that we already had. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So if you are willing, if you're not in any trades, then I wouldn't trade GAN right now. I would let it develop, and I would switch to some other methods of trading. That's why you got to know them all, guys, and be a well-rounded trader.
That's right. We're in a holding pattern on a position trade. Dennis called the top right around 73, 72, 73,000, and he's still writing it down, and he's looking for a reversal point to know if he should get out or not. And so you need to look at other parts of trading. And like we always say, you need to learn how to trade every single strategy you can, whether it's GANFAN or any type of GAN, GANZilla, all these different GANs, levels, smart money contracts, just basic RSI and MACD, whatever. You need to learn as much as you can so that when we are in uncertain times, you can have other confluences to tell you what trades to take and what trades not to take. Right now, I'm hitting a backside of a trend on my charts. I'm not going to show it right this moment, but I'm not looking for a trade right here because we're just hitting back up into a range, as you saw in his chart, and it's not going to really do anything. It could do one of two things: go up or go down. And when I have uncertainty, I stay out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna be looking um, for a major price. Like I want to actually max out the arcs. I want to see them being hit on our double arc 5 for our main target 2. And if that happens, we're gonna look for a major reaction, and then we can say whether it's a turning point, if it's a major inflection point or not. And we'll try to update you guys with pictures. We can't go live every time when these major points happen. Everyone has lives besides trading, guys, which we strongly recommend. Don't just stare at charts 24/7. You're going to burn yourself out. But even when we can't go live, I still have my phone. I still look at charts while I do other things. So I can quickly snap a photo. Anyone here can snap a photo. And if you're in our Discord, you will be the first one to know. I can guarantee it. I don't like missing big moves. You don't like missing big moves. I try to update you guys as much as I can. Just sometimes it's not vocal, sometimes it's just a picture. And just join our Discord if you want to stay on top of the trades, and that way you can't miss anything. Hopefully, sometimes it still happens, but most of the time I check my charts. It's like checking. Some people check their Facebook. I check the charts. I have a second. I look at it. I have a second. I look at it. And most traders should do the same. Um, Not speaking to Crypto G because that motherfucker doesn't get up from his chair. There's probably a sweaty ball stain on his chair because he looks at charts 24/7. I don't know if he sleeps or what he does, but
That's all he does. That's all he does, look at
yeah,
charts.
Crypto G is very good with chart updates. He posts pictures on Discords all the time. Um, it's great positions. He caught pretty good stuff today. I can show you guys some profits that we've caught today, or some profits that he caught, but he posted them on Discord, so people who saw, people uh, they caught them too. Let me give you a quick peek here. Boom, boom. Sorry. Scroll up.
Whoa, whose
Uh,
negative was that? Who was losing?
oh, that was just oh no, that was something else. That was a different channel. But here's our
Oh,
channel, and Kara's got nice as 349%er, 170%er, 420%. Martin got 420% on that
Martin.
move up because the TA was posted about FVG, fair value gap, and they've entered the position and they've caught it. Crypto G's TA worked out really well. Alex the Kid had some TA posted here. Very clean chart, beautiful to look at as usual. That's what very nice. There's Crypto G's position right here. He posted it before it happened.
Look at that. That's
There's
clean.
yeah, clean stuff, like another 111%er. So this was all happening. Meanwhile, the longer term swing position of GAN was
Yo,
happening.
this is before everything happened.
Oh, so this is before everything has happened. So he already marked here the stop loss, the target. This happened today at 8:45 in the morning, my time, Mountain Time. If you're not familiar with Mountain Time, it's 2 hours behind Eastern Time, EST. So he posted that, and then boom, at 10:03, 2 hours later, the position started playing out, and it kept playing out exactly to the target that he posted. A great entry, great win, and good job, Crypto G. Amazing stuff.
Very good job.
So very good job. Yeah, this just shows you that don't concentrate on on a single trade technique, guys. You got to know it all. And sometimes some things won't work when others will. you know, a full body trader or well-rounded trader, you will be able to trade at any time using all these different techniques. Uh, and trading is addictive. Like Jake has said in one of the lives that they did the study and it's like gambling, and it is. So we know, like, you know, just
It's
psychologically
not
wise, you
gambling.
will.
It's not gambling. That's
It's not. It's like it's activating the same brain receptors, neurological brain receptors,
so stupid.
same as gambling. Trading is very addictive, very addictive.
Absolutely.
No feeling.
That's why there's so many people that'll just liquidate their account over and over and over because they're just chasing the high and they can't find it, and they do it again and again and again.
Yeah, and if you know just one style of trading, and you're addicted to trading, you will try to look for that position that doesn't exist in your style of trading, and you'll still take it because you're addicted. And in reality, it's you know deep inside, your brain knows that it's
Why?
not a correct way to enter.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Sorry. You taking your trade if you find like you need to have set of rules to take a trade. Minimum like 5 confluences, minimum 3 confluences to take a trade.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And some people who don't know, who don't have these conflicts, let's say that's what I'm saying, Crypto G, that's exactly what I'm saying. They're trading, let's say WD GAN only. Let's say they know only WD GAN. They know how to take good trades on it. But at the time that they want to take a trade, the WD GAN doesn't present an opening for them. But they still take it because they don't know any other styles. They don't know how to find their position, but they still want to take an entry, and they take it because they're new, and they think they're great traders because they did make amazing, you know, trades before on that system. But now they don't have a good entry, so they enter and they lose. That's why learn everything. You're absolutely right, Crypto. You're saying exactly what I'm saying.
I think Red has a really good example of what
Interference here
proper
with
stop
some kind
loss
of
is.
internet problem. I think.
Is JKS lagging or is it me?
I think it's him.
Is it me?
But yeah, folks, like stop loss is critical, and you don't move it. You set your stop loss on a series of decisions, and when you're in the moment
it's me,
and you're
guys.
down 10% and you keep moving your stop loss,
Yeah.
next thing you know you're at 50%. It's not the way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Management is the biggest thing. Also, you have to learn um, how to not do what general public does. A successful trader studies human nature, and that's the opposite of what the general public does. It's This is the hardest thing to overcome in trading because we're just made that way. We want to do. We like to follow. We bunch up. That's why there's since the beginning of time there's tribes. There's not single unit people. There's always kingdoms. There's always empires. There's always a leader, and everybody follows him. In trading, that doesn't work. You can't be thinking like that. You sometimes have to go against the grain. Um, that's partially where the saying comes, trade the rumor, not the news, um, and a whole bunch of other things. But you have to learn how to sometimes not follow the public, guys. Jake has his lagged out, eh? That sucks.
Some interesting news out today. There was the Tracer Twitter account was hacked, and they claim they were using two-factor authentication. So, guys,
Who's
like
Trezors?
yeah, and
No way.
like in general, like nothing's safe on your PC, especially if you're using VPNs, and you've got to think about moving things like your hardware wallet to a safe place. But people think that a hardware wallet's going to save them from the world. If someone gets your phrase, your 24-word phrase, your wallet doesn't protect you from that. It's because everything's on the blockchain. So someone can take your 24-word passkey that's supposed to be stored on your ledger or your Trezor and steal your funds. You don't save a notepad document on your computer. You don't you don't keep stuff on your computer that gives access to your accounts. You need to make sure you write that down or get one of those steel punch wallets or whatever. If you're going to do something like that, worst case, like least problematically, you type those words or paste those words into a notepad document, print them, and don't save it. You don't want that stuff on your accounts. Discord has backdoors, Telegram has backdoors. Like, be wary.
Everything. And you know, some of you that think they're using Telegram or Signal, one of those encrypted wallets, it's all breakable. It's all like, I don't know if you guys watched Tucker Carlson's interview, and when Edward Snowden messaged him for an interview when he was whistleblowing about the NSA, Tucker Carlson was apprehended by National Defense or whatever they call DoD or whatever, and it was in a Signal account, and they got all the info out. They could hack it easily, and that was back when Signal was just beginning. And you know, everything is hackable, guys. Absolutely everything. And I don't know if you know, but so when Vitalik during past bull run, when somebody developers of Shiba Inu, they send him a whole bunch of Shiba to his account because his wallet address is basically public knowledge. So they sent him a whole bunch of it. And then when it went up, he realized he had like billion something dollars or something. Don't take my word for it. It was crazy amount when he donated everything to like India or some kind of stuff there. He had to fly because he holds his wallet key. He holds half of it with his parents, holds another half somewhere else. So he actually had to physically take flights in order to combine his security code to actually get access to it. That way, it prevents from him from being kidnapped because he doesn't have the full thing. His parents don't have the full thing. His other buddy don't have it. And uh, there's only so much you can do, guys, to stay safe. But obviously, a lot of people don't care just because maybe they have a few $1,000s, $10,000. They don't want to go through all this trouble for that little. But just something to think about, guys. If you think you're safe, you're not. Like, you can easily access anyone.
Yep. When it starts small and you end big, then you lose control of it. I mean, a lot of people will use separate wallets for separate dealings. Like if you're dealing with Binance, it comes and goes from this wallet. I'm dealing with another company, it comes and goes with this wallet. It's a lot of work, but it's the only way you can be safe.
Yeah. Also, another thing to think about, guys, if you're investing, I know nobody ever thinks about them dying or anything happening to them, but make sure if you have somebody that you love or your parents do that to somebody, don't make the same kind of mistake that Quadriga guy made. Well, you know, maybe he's alive, maybe he faked his death, but you know, he has millions of dollars, um, almost $1 billion actually, and his wife can enter it, his relatives can enter it, and the money is lost. So it's something to think about it. That's actually another reason why Bitcoin is such a scarce kind of digital asset, because there can only be a limited amount of it, um, and more institutions acquire it. So there's less and less for us to have, and also when people die and those wallets are lost, that Bitcoin is lost and it's forever lost. So through years, through generations, there can only be not just a set amount of Bitcoin, there can only be less of it too. So if you have 21 million as max supply, it already can't be 21 million because there's already hundreds, if not thousands, of wallets with partial fractional Bitcoins lost, and it just, like I said, through generations, through deaths, it's going to be less and less of it.
93% sold, or mined, I guess I should say.
There you go. 93% mined, but again, the higher that percentage of it being mined is, the harder it is to mine it, and the less of it you mine. So that last, it's like you know what it reminds me of, Fancy, of that Windows 98 glitch in downloading when it's like you're downloading a 20 megabyte file, and then it tells you it's gonna take like 456 years on a 99%. That's kind of like that. Like last percent takes the longest. Man,
100%.
I miss Windows 98, man. That was my favorite fucking Windows.
You're weird.
What?
XP was where it was at.
Yeah, after, but I don't know. 98 is where it all started for me.
You might as well start screaming 3.11 was the end of
No, because I hated freaking floppies, man. Like two
it.
freaking cases of floppies to install that garbage. I preferred using Northern Commander back in the day.
Oh,
Yo, Dennis, check out the
Yes,
thread that
Cryptogy.
I gave for the people today.
Man, we can't hear you, man, at all.
he just posted a chart. Share it up.
Oh, okay. 1 second. On private or? Yeah, yeah, I see. This is it. Give me a 1 second. There we go. So what are we looking at? We hit did we hit something or sorry man, it's just so cluttered. I can't. Okay, anyways, this chart will be posted, guys. Explanation, because I think he's having technical property difficulties. I will post his chart on our Discord. There we go. Let's take a look. We're still fighting with price. Yeah, I would just stay patient for WD GAN stuff right now. I think JCast is coming back on. There he is. You guys gotta give me 1 second though. I will be right back. JCast, you're muted by the way, just so you know.
Okay, sorry about that. My internet just decided to do what the hell it wanted to do. Had to go press buttons. What are we talking about? What are we missing? Alex is muted. Crypto's muted. Perfect. Love you too. Good night, buddy.
Whoa, what happened?
There you are.
I had a USB-C emergency and I came back and everyone's gone.
SPC. Oh.
USB-C charger.
Yo, can you pull up this photo again? The new photo? That was before and this one is after. After.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
My dude, I've gone down from 200 megabytes down to 2.8. Can you even hear me?
Yeah, you're sounding okay.
Crazy.
Can you share Red's before and after? It's in our private chat there.
I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Just
What's up with where's Red?
Check the
I
SLED
don't see
chat.
his camera.
My mic is fucked up, so
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
what are we doing? I was AFK.
Just gonna show Red's before and after.
Yeah, because that was before and this will be after.
It's got some laser precision strikes type stuff.
Hell yeah. The chart a little
Here's
bit on
Red's
the
before.
Check out that brown area, right?
Brown area.
And then
No. The POI on the right. Go back on the first POI. You see this point of interest. Yeah, and go back on the first photo. Yeah, it's before POI.
Yeah.
Right here.
Precision cruise missile
move.
strike.
Good move. It's called catching a knife. Good move.
Ooh, wow.
Time was right too.
Yeah, time was good.
I want to show you guys something too on a. I told myself I'm not gonna chart the 8-minute on GAN, but I did. So
He did.
on 8-minute GAN, we are. One sec. Ooh. What the heck?
Are
is
we
going on?
streaming right now? Because I have seen 0 viewers this entire time.
We are. Oh shit. Never mind. I fucked up the cycle. I screwed up the cycle. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. I wasn't zoomed in. I'm on my laptop right now, guys. You have to realize, and I'm using a touchpad, and the screen is super small. I'm used to trade on like a 35-inch, 3 screens. So yeah,
We're
nothing to show. We are live. Are we?
Yeah. Just wondering why we've had 0 viewers. That's not. It's kind of weird. It's like we're being shadow banned or something.
Nah. There we go. There's one.
No,
Or
that's
is that
me.
you? Oh, I see.
We're being GAN banned, boys.
We're being
Again banned.
Didn't you have some kind of trend line there, JKS, I saw before? That you were waiting for some hold level?
I had a oh, well, we broke our trend line and now we're testing it back. It's right. Oh, that's okay. So I'm doing the wrong one. Stop screen, present. I don't know why it does that. So we broke this trend line, and I was looking to short it, and I missed it. And now we're testing it back up here, back up to this range. And if we hold this range, then we're going to keep going down. Yeah, it's shitty, isn't it? It's gonna if we hold this range here, then we'll keep going down even further.
I can't go live with this.
So I don't know. I mean, it could be an okay place, but it's in a spot right now where it could either go up or go down, and I'm uncertain.
Yep.
So I stay out of it.
Yep. Again, see, guys. See, pro traders telling you, be patient. You'll have your time to shine. You don't need to pull a trade out of your ass and do fuck knows what. Time will come. You'll enter a great trade. Just wait.
Either we go up now, either we retrace a bit and then we go up now. So
Yeah, and look at that.
Don't
All
worry about
ORTs
that.
is showing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Time to be patient and let the price develop.
That's right. I haven't really gone higher time frames, but it looks like
But-
we're just testing this range here. Yeah.
But wouldn't it be
channel
so?
we broke the channel, we're going up. New all-time highs.
Wouldn't it be cool to let me form my thought first. So that example I gave you in regards to rainworms, you know, that when it rains, the rain stops, the worms come out, birds eat the worms, the birds eat the worms. So now I know, like, that when it stops raining, that the worms will come out. So that must have been. I'm just trying to get inside WD Gan's head. And can you imagine when he had that epiphany and tried to chart it on a chart of it? Because all chart is, right? If you look at an all time chart of Bitcoin, that is basically a history book of everyone in the market who's in the market trading the price up and down, up and down. And there's crazy things that are happening in the world. COVID happened. Before that, there was a recession that happened. And this is, we're talking about thousands and thousands and millions of people. And the candle is just recording everybody's mind. The price is recording this this history of human behavior. That is why a lot of times traders talk about the psychology in trading, and it's not. You have to really dive deep into the psychology of traders. Read books on it, guys. Read books on basic psychology. It will pay off at the end. Don't just study simple, just simply TA. Don't just study TA. Get inside the heads of investors, of institutions, of everything that's happening around you.
That's right. That's right. If you're going to be successful at this, you have to be informed. To be informed, you got to go outside the charts as well and look at what other people are doing, and that way you know which moves are most likely to be made, and you can follow those moves.
Yep. Everybody started getting those checks during COVID, and people had excess of money. People could still apply to get the check. I don't know about USA, but in Canada, you could still get your COVID relief, which was $2,000 every 2 weeks. Even if
Jesus.
you were like, you shouldn't have gotten it, but people still applied even when they had jobs. So they were getting, let's say, $3,000 a month at the regular jobs. Let's say some just regular normal jobs like Walmart, whatever, like just regular jobs. And on top of that, they were getting another 4,000 a month from COVID checks. So we saw that bull run as well as happen happen exactly during the time those checks were coming in, and there was a crazy inflow of money. All of a sudden, price plummeted to 15K.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Something to consider.
That's right. That's right. What, son?
You reset it?
I already did.
You reset. Did you hold it for 20 seconds?
Yes, I held it for like 15 seconds. Just chill. I'm in the middle of a live recording right now. And you keep interrupting me. Just let me finish.
You're live too, and everyone's live.
Well, you don't have to go live yet. Just give me a minute. You can go on your service though if you need to for now.
I got no bars.
Well, I'll be done with this soon.
Well, do it. I'm just saying.
Let me remove him for a second.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Like
Live,
9 times.
Yeah, guys, live a life. It's totally normal to be distracted
Normal
from
life.
charts. Yep, living the life. Anyways, that's it, guys. I mean, also during these kind of times, one thing we forgot to mention though that I would like to bring up, you don't need to trade, Bitcoin. Like I prefer trading Bitcoin. Everyone here, I think, loves trading Bitcoin. JCast trades other coins, and when Bitcoin is this indecisive moment, you can probably throw a trade, 1 or 2 trades in other assets. Or also like it's hard to say because if Bitcoin makes a large move, then some altcoins will too. So maybe it's time to diversify and maybe trade a little bit of Forex, trade a little bit of S&P or whatnot, some gold, um, if you're really looking for a trade, right? So depends what you want to do, but there's plenty of money to be made, and there's not just one single asset, which is Bitcoin. It's my favorite asset, and it's probably your favorite asset, but these techniques and this charting style, you can do on any asset. Any asset. There we go. What is this?
This is token. Token is going to swing fail the shit out of itself. It's going to spike up, but it's going to swing fail the shit out of it and come back down to daily. Too many people were putting money in a token that can't hold.
Damn, that would be like a 6-cent move or a 5-cent move.
Yeah, 50%.
That's a big move. That's a big move. I remember in 2017, I put $300 into Tronics, TRX. It just came out. I got it for like 0.00034 cents. Man, that was beautiful. It got to like $11,000. And
Look
then
at that.
I was greedy. I didn't take it. Wow.
I'm catching knives and I'm not even trading them. It's the only level I had there too. Not trading them. This will probably see
Oh, yeah.
this looks similar right here to Floki, right? So
Yeah.
let's look at this chart for a second here, because you can tell the future of some tokens based on other ones, PHB and what was I saying? It was Floki. They look very identical. If they're up moves and doing this, what was it?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just looking at? What was I just looking at? PHP.
PHP.
Same thing, right? So we can expect this one to come up here and test this area. Pretty high chance, just based on what other tokens are already doing, because pretty much everything follows Bitcoin and then also goes off on its own sometimes. But you can see the future of lagging tokens because they'll pretty much follow what everybody else is doing, because people will take their money and put it somewhere else, then they'll sell off and they'll put it in another one to let it grow back up, and then they'll sell off, put it in another one, let it grow back up, and keep selling off, and they'll keep doing this cycle and keep making money institutionally. And you can follow these, you can catch up on these just by looking at something as simple as this and saying, okay, it's sold off and now they're buying it back up, and then we've got this, whatever the hell this fucking thing is, it's sold off and it's probably going to buy back up and do the same thing. So you have a higher chance of finding a trade in here somewhere, since we're breaking, potentially breaking structures, get a retracement here and then long it and take it up somewhere up here in this range. And you can just follow it just by looking at other tokens.
That's right. That's right. Also, Jake, as for some people that are wondering, how do you find these gainers or losers? Can you go through the process of how you have that set up on the right side for people who don't know, and how to find these on TradingView?
So you put your tokens in, your coins in, and your assets. They're all in alphabetical order, but you can just do your change right here. So I just go through, I look at who's losing the most. So I go from the biggest loser, and then I look at who's winning the most. I go to the biggest winner and down. Hi-Fi right
And you have
now
to
is the biggest
search
winner.
them somehow and add them there.
Yeah, so okay, you can go and add your symbol. You can go to crypto, and then you can choose whatever exchange. Let's see, whatever exchange you have. So if you have Binance, you can just look at everything that Binance has, and you want to make sure that it's a USDT.P pair. So add in everything that's a USDT.P. Okay, that's perpetual futures contracts. You can just simply press this and add them to your list if they are ones that you want to trade. If you're a new trader, I would say pick Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Solana and Gala, and then maybe pick 5 more and just stick to that. You don't need a big list like this until you get experience with what to know what you're looking at before you even chart it. And that way you can really learn your charts, and you can really focus on just a couple instead of being overwhelmed with a giant list of 100 or 200 tokens that are out there. But that's how you do it. You go, you add your symbol. If you're looking for Bitcoin, you just type in BTC.USDT or BTC USDT.P, and then bam, there we are, Bitcoin perpetual futures. Click add.
Yeah.
There it comes to the bottom of the list, and then here we go. We've got Bitcoin's perpetual future contract on Binance right there, clean chart, ready to go.
Yep, and then you just click on the change percentage on top there, and you can filter them to go from top to bottom, and you can just cycle through them, see what's hitting some kind of level, see what's hitting some kind of trends, and just start charting. Start charting, like you said, start with 5 or 10 tokens, get used to them, see how the price moves. Because for example, if you were staring just at XRP, that's very good because XRP's range, how it reacts, because every coin has its own behavior. Like XRP likes to make these huge spikes and then just drop. Like that's a particular XRP behavior. Bitcoin has these huge ass wicks. Usually when price kind of goes up, and then it keeps going sideways, like really small candles, and then it just freaking plummets. Like every coin has its own behavior, and once you start staring at these charts, a lot, for long periods of time, you will notice them, and you will know how the price moves, and you'll understand it better.
Yeah, XRP can be dangerous, like you said, with these big wicks. These wicks here are meant to take out people who are in longs. So they'll liquidate them, they'll take all their money. You have big players, and they'll drop these prices down so low to take your liquidation, cash in on your couple $100 you've got in there, and then they'll push it right back up. And then they'll do it again, they'll push it right back up. And then they do this, they fool people, and they think, oh, we're ranging, we're going to go short, and then they'll fake them out, and bam, they go up here, and now they're playing around with you, just playing with your emotions. Because we've got some people, a lot of people long right here that are just slowly bleeding out like crazy. Oh, forward all long's doing good again. No, it's not. XRP does this to you. You got to be very careful if you're trading XRP, especially with leverage. If you're in isolated mode, you should be okay. And if you're doing 1% of your portfolio, you're okay because you can liquidate. It can pass your stopwatch. You can liquidate. It's not a big deal, but these types of things will just screw you up. Now we have ways of catching these moves here. So we have ways that we can catch this long and catch this long, and we can catch. I don't know about this short. It's back there somewhere. This one right here, you catch this one. Actually, this is right up Crypto G's alley. Crypto G would probably do something like this and say, we're going to short this, right? Because that's an inconsistent candle there. It's called whatever he trades, SMC, smart money bullshit. And you can get in this here and short it down and make buku amounts of money. I mean, we're talking, if you were 100x leverage, you made 1,400% just on that move over the past 6-7 hours. So we have ways to do this where our percentages of catching these and making profits is higher than usual. But like any trading, we mentioned gambling earlier, you do fail. You're going to have some failures. So if your risk management isn't on point, you might as well hang it up and just throw your money out in the pond because it doesn't matter.
That's right. That's right. Ooh, we got a comment there. Alex Bright, what's up? Just arrived.
What's up, Alex?
Hello. I think people are just starting to tune in, man.
Yeah, we've been on here for an hour. Alex Bright, I like his money symbol there on there.
Yeah.
XRP though, we got Crypto G. He's an XRP cheerleader. He loves it.
Ray says
stupid.
hello. Hello,
What's up,
Ray. Are you in our Discord group, Ray? Do we know you? Just curious. Or you're a new, fresh viewer? I like hearing from people and how they found us. Just helps me keep track of our discoverability. Is that a word? That is a word, right?
So if you look at the S&P 500, it's doing pretty damn good over the past several weeks, which tells me kind of why Bitcoin's not. Your institutions took their money from Bitcoin and they put it back in the stock market here.
There you go. Join. Great, Ray. You can join our trader community. We have over 1,600 members if you would like. You can find the link at getsled.net. My voice just cracked, but I can also put it on the screen here for you. And if you want to take a screenshot or copy it down, you can also join that way. Well, welcome. Welcome to our daily podcast. You'll see what we're all about. Awesome, mate. Awesome.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah. We're still
So,
missing that
news.
double.
I haven't checked into the news today or yesterday, to be honest with you. What's going on? What's going on out there in the news of finance?
So basically, you know what FOMC stands for, right? FOMC?
FOMO?
No.
Oh, FOMC.
The
FOMC.
Yeah. F stands for fuck this, I don't know what's going on. O stands for open and close 10 positions, lose on all of them. M stands for macro has destroyed everything that I ever loved. And C stands for cancel our holiday, babe. I've lost the house.
That's fucking hilarious. Ray says he
Yeah.
found this in a video we did with Blano. Cool, man. That was a fun video. We need to get Blano back on here to finish his thoughts. He had internet problems. We've had internet problems today, but he had internet problems. We had to cut it short. But we need to get him back on here. We need to talk to him, see what's going on.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do. Because I didn't get to a point when I wanted to tell him that I trade his style of trading as well, and I've been doing it for a while. That would have been he had a lot to say, and I didn't want to interrupt because I like listening to our guests and not putting my 2 cents in every second. But it's just unfortunate that we couldn't do TA together. I wanted to surprise him with some of that stuff. Didn't get to it.
Yeah.
But so FOMC happened and the interest rate stayed the same. Um, so prices usually, during the speech, um, they usually go down. And if it's a bullish speech, obviously the prices probably go up. I didn't watch it, but reflecting on the price, I assume it was something bullish. But if interest rates go up, prices likely go down. Markets, could blow up, not in a good way. If rates get hiked when 99% of people didn't expect it, buckle up. But it already happened, so we can just look at the reflection of price. I don't trade news. I don't know if some of you do. I don't care about it at all. I mean, all of this was reflected on charts, you know, even before it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that data
Um,
is there before the news comes out. That data is there before Elon Musk speaks. That data is there. It's just up to us to find that data.
and again, comes into these invisible cycles. They're invisible to people who are not looking for them. Um, People who forget that everything has a repercussion in every word we say. And speeches like that, FOMC and stuff like that, that's already predetermined future telling, basically, based on time and history and everything like that. So that example that I gave you about the French history, about the fall of Napoleon and the fall of King Charles the Tenth. Was it Charles? Yeah, I think it was Charles. It was, yeah, fall of Charles the Tenth in 1830s. W. Gann also applied this kind of scheme to predict World War III and to predict the creation of stealth bomber that USA made probably like 50 or 60 years after he even said it. And just because he was pretty much freaking insane about his cycles and all that stuff. To some, it might be witchcraft, but he obviously found a way because if his stuff didn't have any substantial meaning in this world, uh, his stuff wouldn't live on like it does, and people wouldn't be trading and talking about him and still researching him till this day if that shit didn't have any substantial meaning to it.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. Absolutely
I don't
right.
know. I'd like to point out that Al Capone is a very popular topic to research. So
Al Capone was a very smart businessman in his niche.
right?
Yep. Hell yeah.
He was the best at what he did. So we still want to look at Al Capone and how he did it. And that's why he's still talked about.
But yeah, Al Capone in general, what a crazy cool dude. Like, and the thing is, history presented its way in such manner that the opportunity presented itself, and he just grabbed it by the horns, and he made insane amount of money on it illegally. But if you think about it, the only reason there were killings is because other people wanted to take a piece of the pie, and in reality, he was just selling liquor that's legal right now, anyways.
Yo, everybody here, say hi to DM Raggy's cousin. He's the man. He went on our TikTok live last night. Followed this program here, and he's a big fan already. He's a good guy. He's funny as shit too. Good to chat with. Say hi.
What up, DMM Reggie? Reggie's cousin.
Raggy's cousin.
Fuck, I forgot I'm at the fire center.
Where are you anyway? You're not at your place, huh? You're somewhere with some shitty internet.
Yeah, I'm using my phone internet right now, but I'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, good lord.
I'll be back tomorrow in my crib in my podcast room. Guys, another cool thing that I forgot to mention is, did you know that BlackRock is launching a tokenized asset fund? So BlackRock dropped a bomb yesterday. The 9 trillion investment behemoth, basically, which is BlackRock, is launching its new tokenized asset fund. It's partnering with Securitize, an asset tokenization firm. They basically digitize the real firms, the traditional. markets, and they're going to launch it, and it's called the USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund. Basically, I give them 0 for creativity of that name. They're doing such a trendy things, but naming it USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, come on, guys, you could do better. Could have called it Shiba Inu.
Sounds
It
like
isn't
it's so cool,
clear.
man.
It isn't clear what assets the funds will be tokenizing, but many are speculating it could be real-world asset (RWAs), and the fund will be tokenized on the Ethereum's blockchain. Very bullish for Ethereum. Very bullish for Ethereum. And they also pointed out that BlackRock sent 100 million in USDC to seed the fund yesterday. But on the flip side, it's there 100,000 minimum investment. So it's big ballers only. 100K, you can get in early on their RWAs. Why this matters? BlackRock, as you all know, is the world's largest asset manager and has been leading the way for institutional crypto adoption. So they're all in for crypto, as you can see by the news. Now, it has its eyes on a new mission, right? They want to tokenize everything, everything. Larry Fink, BlackRock CEO, has even gone to the media tour, to talk about it. This is giving insane publicity to crypto. Um, ETFs, everything is pointing at such an incredible bull run, what they call a super cycle. But I mentioned earlier to you guys, sometimes you have to go against the grain. This all sounds very great and everybody's following it and it's this herd mentality, but I wouldn't be so quick to jump on the bandwagon and think about this 100K Bitcoin, 200K Bitcoin this year. We just want to trade charts. We want to look at cycles and just trade the price. Um, I I don't like it when the whole world is talking about it, the whole world is jumping onto it because something is going to happen. And those people who hold Bitcoin, they have way larger portfolios than you do, and they can move the price anytime they want.
That's crazy. And 100 million is a drop in the bucket for those guys too. So I mean, a lot can happen there. But Ethereum, just imagine all the Ethereum backed tokens. Those and a lot of those are going to just go crazy. What would we just lose? We lose Crypto Ukrainian here. Where'd he go? Back. What did you do? Where'd you go, buddy?
What? What's up?
I think he's taking a phone call.
Oh, he's taking a phone call. Okay, well, we'll take him back off. What's up, G?
Our tax dollars at work right there.
Your Canadian tax dollars at work.
Yep.
Did you get that snow you were talking about yesterday?
Yes, sir. 20 centimeters.
I'm American. You got to change that to American numbers.
Oh, it's about 8 inches.
Remember, we dumb over here.
Well, we're always talking dick, so we use small numbers.
It's 45 centimeters.
Right.
That'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious. You had a story one time about how freaking hard it was to get an asset that you had for a while. What was that about?
Who, me?
Yeah, you, Alex, CNC Radio.
Which asset?
One of them that you had to like send to Martin and do something else and this and that and the other.
Oh, that's a good story. I don't know if we have time for that. I can make it quick though. Back in 2019, I bought a token called Theta. It's kind of like a file sharing / resource sharing kind of concept. And it uses a primary token and then it uses a fuel token, like a gas token. And somewhere along the way, I unstaked it and then sold the fuel token for a pretty good amount of profit and just decided to keep the core token. And then fast forward 3 years and I was like well above break even on the main investment. So I decided I wanted to unload it. And sure enough, I couldn't find a way to gather the fuel token. So, I went to various exchanges, signed up for different things that talked about having that fuel token available. but none of them were available to swap or move off site. So anyway, it took about 2 weeks and watching the price go up even further. So it's probably a good thing in the long run. I couldn't sell it right away. But I ended up having to install a fuel miner on I have a PC that sits in the closet and works like a heater, and mine's like XMR and whatnot. So I just added a mining app and mined this fuel. And I was bitching live about it on our private Discord. And so I just kind of glanced over at it weeks later, and sure enough, I had finally accumulated 38 cents worth of this fuel token. And that was enough to enable me to transfer my $295 out of the core token and exchange it for XRP.
So you waited you waited a couple of weeks to mine 30 cents so that you had the gas fees to move it.
Yep. After holding it for 3 years.
What a fucking shitstorm. See, that's what I don't like about those types is how hard it is. Because some of them could be really good investments, but then it's like when you want to get your money out, it's sometimes just impossible and very expensive to move them out and cash them in.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've spent Ethereum fees like up the ass and not made any profit just based on the transfer fees on some of these garbage tokens. So I focus more on the big three now.
See, when I was dabbling in those for a while, several months ago, you probably remember, maybe 6 months ago or so, I was there was times when I was going to remove an asset, cash out on it, and send it out, and I would click on it, and it would say, it costs $15 in gas fees or whatever, and I'd get distracted, and I'd go do something, right, and I'd come back and refresh, and now it's like $300, and to pull this out. What is that about? Why is it refresh and change and go from $1 to $100 just in gas fees and then back down at another time? Is it based on traffic? Is it based on demand? What is it based on?
Yeah, it's network congestion, supply and demand. Yep. It's a bidding war, really.
It's crazy. And who's making the money there? The exchange?
I think a little bit of everybody. Definitely not the holders. I think it's kind of like the idea of mining fees or transaction fees on Ether. Like the only reason there's an unlimited amount of tokens on some of these networks is that every transaction creates more tokens, right?
Yeah, they're for validators. The gas fees are used on the Ethereum blockchain as network incentives for users to stake their Ethereum now. The fees are paid in native currency of Ethereum blockchain and go directly to validators.
What about the fuel tokens? Like we've got BTT fuel. There's Theta fuel is the one I was talking about. T fuel. That was the 30 cents to transfer $300.
Reps.
Same mechanism, right?
Yeah.
So there's some, I guess, that are clones of Ethereum or shards or whatever they call it.
Yeah, like before when you mined Ethereum, I think the gas fees were going again to network validators, to nodes, kind of like mining Bitcoin, you would get awarded for making the transaction. But now with Ethereum staking, it goes into staking percentage. Again, there's infinite amount of Ethereum, guys. Like you can be printing for the rest of its life. The key is to limit the growth of it. But
what is it now? 30 ETH to stake a node?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked on that. I'm not really interested for some reason. Staking gave me such a bad taste in my mouth, man. From all the shit coins and staking and all these like 2 million% a year, all that garbage in 2018. Or sorry, not 2018, 2020 or whatever, all that hype mania was. Stake this token and get 132,000%.
Yeah. Yeah, you need 32 ETH to activate a validator. But I remember staking Cardano when it first came out, and it doubled my money. But
yeah,
didn't
the
hold
key is
it,
to catch
sold
it
it all.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
And leave fast. I don't know, that probably doesn't hold true to ETH. ETH is a long-term thing. But when you're staking some kind of bullshit, some kind of shit token with high percentage, guys, get in and out. That's all. Like, don't get greedy. Those things are made for you to lose money.
Well, guys, I don't have anything going on right now on my charts. I think we hit a daily hold. It's holding us up right now. I was just looking at it. I haven't charted Bitcoin in several days, but on that note, I'm probably going to call it because my son has a competition that I want to watch on TikTok, actually. He's in a competition tonight, and I want to get involved in that in the next 5 minutes. So I'm going to sign off, and it's great talking to you guys. Great seeing you, even though I couldn't see good old Crypto G. I don't know what's going on over at his land, but good seeing you guys. I'll hit you back here in a little while.
Yeah, see you, man. I'm ending it too. I think we're all calling it, guys. Thanks for watching. The video will be uploaded momentarily. We'll make some shorts, and thank you for everybody who is new to us.
Awesome.
Right on.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe.
Y me monta en la ruta.
Dímelo, yo.
Par de gatilleros y huele a gran puta.